young man who went Beecham, Dylan Beecham. And who's the last one? Kyle Mock. How can I forget Kyle Mock? But yeah, that was, if not the best, certainly one of the best. And Stickler got some good playing time for Georgia Tech the other night. Brooks has transferred to South Florida. He's redshirting this year. Bilotti got some game action last week for USF. He'll be up in Tallahassee tomorrow as the Bulls try to upset the Florida State Seminoles. It's going to be a tough task, but hey, anything can happen.
That's Manatee football. All the families. We have a lot of families that stay every year, the same ones.
All right, here we go. The kickoff. Very, very deep kick that Price watches sail in and out of the end zone. And the Canes will drive start from their 20-yard line. Boy, that young man has a very nice leg, Khalil Clark. So the Canes get the football up 21-10 as we start the third quarter. A.J. Colagiovanni had a very, very nice first half, not only running but also throwing the football. 122 yards in the air and 79 on the ground. All of our game stats brought to you by CS&L CPAs, numbers you can count on. A.J. sends 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Lorenz Allen, the running back. And Lorenz gets the little toss. He cuts it to the 25. He's to the 30, to the 31-yard line. 11 yards on first down. Very nice play to start the second half.
Nice pitch by A.J. Timed perfect.
Yeah, they're going to spot it at the closer to the 32, so give Lorenz Allen 12 yards, and the Canes off and running. 21-10, Manatee leads. Colagiovanni with deuces to either side. A little bit of a high snap. Allen gets it and gets maybe a yard. That play thrown off a little bit by the snap, though.
It was, and the defender on this side came right in there. He didn't have anywhere to go.
It'll be second down and 9. Again, spotting tonight, Joey Cucci. We enjoyed chatting with Joey at halftime, the student body president here at Manatee High School. All around good guy. A.J. wants to throw. He lofts it downfield, incomplete. Oh man, he wanted Carter streaking down the far sideline. That was close, but we've had several of those tonight.
Well, I got to tell you, I was president of student body too, and so I'm proud of you. That's great. It's a lot of work. What I'm trying to say, it's a lot of work. I remember that.
3rd and 9. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Let's see if the Canes can keep this drive alive. A.J. looks, fires it down, and it is caught. No, they say incomplete. Well, is it caught or not? No, they're going to say he got it.
Yeah, he ran up as to mark the spot.
They're going to say he got it at the 43. That ball was thrown right on the money on the far side. 11-yard pickup. And the Canes get the first down at the 43-yard line. There goes that PA system again. Thought we got it down a little bit. In motion now. From right to left, A.J. keeps it up the middle to the midfield marker, to the 45, A.J. to the 40-yard line. This kid is running tough tonight. That's a 17-yard pickup for Colagiovanni.
And he went left, and he had 3 blockers on his right. If he could have gotten behind him, but it's easy to say up here because I'm looking down on it, but he's looking where he's going.
He's got a little bit of an equipment problem, so referee calls a timeout momentarily. He's got a shoe problem, Gene. Putting his shoe on.
Shoe on, and then he thought he was going to come off the field, but it's the referee's time. You just kneel down and put your shoe on. But I don't mind them running over because it gives A.J. more time to gather himself. But he can run out of his shoe all night on those type of carries.
He looks like a different quarterback running the ball.
Oh my
tonight.
gosh, he's so confident and strong.
I'm telling you, John coached him up on that this week and said, listen, I know he can do it, and boy, he is doing it tonight. 1st and 10 for the Canes from the Lincoln 40. AJ, a little bit of a high snap. He gets it, throws it to Price. Price sidesteps a man at the 40, leads ahead to the 38-yard line. Man, he made something out of nothing, picking up 2 yards. It's 2nd and 8.
That could have easily been a loss, but he made a gain on it.
10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Manatee leads 21-10. It's 2nd down and 8. Canes driving right to left. The offensive line. Luke Clifton, Seth Walter, Josh Carton, Jake Rogers, Sam Kuba. The receivers, Kavius Price, Reggie Carter, Tariq Milton, Javarius Pollock. AJ will pitch to Lorenz Allen. Allen spins ahead to the 36-yard line before he's dropped. Short gain on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Lorenz is really good on that spin out of the tackles.
Well, spotted at the 35-yard line. Could be in 4-down territory here. Wait and see what James Booth dials up here on 3rd and 5. Well, we've got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Carter is split to the right.
The ball to Carter.
Flag play, near side. That'll cost the Canes 5. It turns a 3rd and 5 into a 3rd and 10.
Those penalties on 3rd down are killers, you know.
Well, it probably changes your play call, 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 10. Again, you could be in 4-down territory, so you don't necessarily have to get it all there. You pick up 6 or 7 and then go for it. They still send 3 receivers to the left. Carter is to the right. AJ is rolling to the near side. He floats it out incomplete. Wanted Price, but again, Tariq Milton is running free down the middle of the field on a skinny post.
That ball floated out there too. That back on this side over here could have coming to pick it off, but he went faster.
They're in no man's land here at the 40-yard line.
Put him in a hole, I guess, is the philosophy here. Try to.
And you don't have anything to lose by, well, I was going to say kicking a long field goal, but it'd be too long here.
Yeah, you don't want to let it get him return here. You want to kick it out of bounds to the right.
So Nick Knoll comes in. He'll just try to pooch it. Good snap. Nick gets high kick, angling to the right side. It goes out of bounds over there. Question is, where will they mark it? Referee keeps coming up. Now he's past the 20, and he's about at the 21, 22-yard line. So that didn't work out so great.
If he kicks it in the end zone, they get it at the 20.
Yeah.
I would have liked to try 57-yard field goal.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Well, then they got the ball there if you don't make it.
No, they get it at the 20.
Oh, is it 20?
Yeah, so we really don't lose. And does he have enough leg for 57 yards?
Yeah, I like him just to kick it really, really high like the Palmetto kicker did last week, and see what they do inside the 10. As back on offense goes Lincoln now, as that is the running back, Diamond Haynes with the carry. Picked up a couple yards, maybe we'll give him 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line. 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 21-10 Canes lead. Chris Brim, the quarterback for Lincoln. Brim fumbles the ball. It goes right back to him, though. He picks it up. Boy, that was fortunate. Fortuitous bounce like a basketball. Matt Kissel on the stop. But he did lose some yards. So it'll be 3rd down. He lost maybe a yard. They're going to say he lost a couple. They spotted at the 21, so it's 3rd and 11. Brim, the quarterback, sends a pair of receivers to either side. Brim takes the snap, and he will give off to the running back, who is met head-on by Nelson Domingue. Great tackle by Domingue, and just like that, Tallahassee will be forced to punt. Ethan Houston had nowhere to go. Very surprised by the call there on 3rd and 11.
Domingue is really a strong kid. He's big. He's really big. I watched him in practice several times.
List him at 195, 6'1". Got some height.
Really strong, though.
Clark will punt the football. Here come the Canes. Man, they almost got it again. Milton lets it hit. Milton runs over and grabs it at the 35 to the 40. Milton leans ahead to the 43, the 44-yard line. That's a 7-yard return by Tariq Milton. And the Canes offense will come back out. But how about this defense? Really played well tonight.
And last week, too, really, you know, they did some hitting in that second half. Remember the fumble on that far side of the field?
Yeah, let's see. Of course, our defense is pumped after that. Our offense needs to sustain a drive here and get that score to get us up, you know, where it seems like a bigger score, and the defense then will be able to tee off a little bit more than they have been so far.
We need to go back to that pass down the middle that we've overthrown.
Canes go with 3 receivers, to the right, 1 to the left. AJ will keep it on the right side, and this time he fumbles the football. It's loose, and Lincoln may have it. They do at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he took a shot on that.
He took a shot, and he's down. He's just now getting up, and he's limping. He is limping. He's coming off the field, but that will fire this Lincoln team up. Big hit on A.J. Colagiovanni, and Lincoln has the football, 1st and 10 at the Manatee 44-yard line, driving left or right.
Defense has got to do it.
Quarterback just gives off to Haynes. Diamond gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Emilio Gonzalez has really played great tonight. He gets the stop.
You know they're going to throw that ball, though.
Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting on. 2nd and 10. Brim out of the gun, takes the snap. Here come the Canes, and Brim will run out of the pocket and gets up to about the 41, where he is pushed out of bounds. So he picked up positive yards, picking up about 4. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Mobley knocked him out. And we've got a timeout on the field with 6:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. Manatee leads Tallahassee Lincoln 21-10. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC. Third down and a long 6, short 7. Take your pick for Lincoln. Lincoln driving left to right. Line of scrimmage, the 41-yard line of Manatee. Chris Brim out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side. And there's a flag on the play. Is that going to be offsides against the Canes?
Yep.
That's a really, really costly penalty, because that will be now very close to the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage now, the 36.
Be a good place to throw the ball and then come back and run for the 1st down.
Brim out of the gun on 3rd and 1. There's movement again as Manatee runs into the Lincoln center. And it's going to be offsides again.
That'll give him the 1st down.
So that's 10 yards. Lincoln will take it. So it's 1st and 10 now at the 31-yard line. Boy, a touchdown here puts Lincoln right back in this game. Defense needs to come up with a turnover here. Brim out of the shotgun, looks over to the sideline. as two receivers split to either side. Brim takes the snap. He wants to throw. He fires it down. Incomplete. Boy, the receiver dropped it, and it was almost picked. Jacob Main on the coverage. Fred Daughtry was the intended receiver. That ball just didn't pop up enough for us to pick.
You're right.
He rifled that thing in there. Daughtry couldn't hang on to it, so it's 2nd and 10. Canes needing a stop here. Had a couple chances on offense in the 3rd quarter, but unable to get any points. There's been no points by either team in the 3rd period. Stands at 21-10. Brim out of the gun, takes the snap. He stands in the pocket. He delivers a pass, and it's dropped again, and again it's Fred Daughtry. Wow, he was wide open, and he had room to run. There's a little clear out, and Brim dropped it at about the 26. He could have turned downfield for many more. All right, we'll take it. 3rd and 10 now for the Trojans. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side.
We need a pick.
Let's see if the Canes can put some pressure on this junior quarterback. Here come the Canes on the blitz, and he unloads it on a beautiful screen to the 30, to the 25-yard line, short of the 1st down, but I don't know how he got rid of the ball. Diamond Haynes.
I don't either, Dave. I mean, my goodness, we had a guy right on him.
So it'll be 4th and 4. Good pressure put on by Gonzalez. Mobley on the stop, and they've got the football at the 25, and they apparently going to go for it on 4th and 4. Their kicker does have enough leg to boot it through from here. They may try to draw Manatee off sides again.
Yep, you're right.
Play clock down to 8 seconds. Game clock at 5:14. No, Brim's going to throw. Here come the Canes. Brim will now run for the 1st down, and he has it. Brim has it across the 20 to the 17-yard line. Kissel on the stop, but that young man, Chris Brim, does it on his own. I tell you what, that was a huge play by Chris Brim, the quarterback, getting the 1st down. 5 minutes to go in the game, or in the 3rd quarter. Brim out of the gun. Little jet sweep fumble. Ball's loose. Canes going for it, and they have it. That's the turnover Manatee needed.
That's a big turnover right there, guys.
Looked like Matt Mackey finally got in there and pounced on it.
Yep.
AJ is coming back in. They took his shoe off, wrapped his ankle, put his shoe back on, wrapped on the outside. So he's with a little bit of a limp, but, you know, I mean, running tonight he's been so well. Let's see if he can kind of loosen it up and keep it going.
Let's get Cavius Price involved in this, maybe a jet sweep. Price is in a slot to the right. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. AJ out of the gun. AJ wants to throw. He sets up the flare to Lorenz Allen. Allen grabs it, but is tackled right away. Only a 1-yard gain. They read that play well. Again, good pursuit by this Lincoln defense. So it'll be 2nd down and 9, 21-10. Canes lead, 4:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. AJ out of the gun. Again, 3 receivers to the right. And it's a handoff to Allen. Allen's got room to the 25, the 30. There he goes to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. He finally is dragged down from behind at about the 15-yard line. What a run by Lorenz Allen.
He's got a lot of yardage tonight, doesn't he, Joey? That's got to push him way up.
60-plus yard run by Lorenz Allen. Wow, that's what the doctor ordered. They're going to say he went down. They're going to put him at the 19. I thought he was closer to the 15. He actually fumbled the football, but I think he was down. He fell right on it, though, just in case. Boy, how about the speed of the player who caught up to him?
Yeah.
So it's first down and 10. Line of scrimmage now the 19 of Lincoln. AJ has Garrett Ware now in the backfield. And Ware, with his first carry on the right side, doesn't get much. Give him a yard. Second down and 9.
They need to have some signal system for our quarterback so he doesn't have to run all the way to the sidelines. You know.
Garrett Ware playing both ways. Very good blocker, and he's a pretty good runner too. He is in at fullback right now. Out of the shotgun, AJ. And he flips it out. The ball's loose, and Allen goes back and falls on it. That wasn't a great decision. He wanted to shovel it ahead to Garrett Ware, but Garrett Ware was covered, so he had nowhere to go. So rather than just go down, he tried to pitch it back to Lorenz Allen. Allen was covered well, so we lost some yards there. Now the ball's back at the 26. It's third down and 17.
Yeah, and it looked like on that one he was not running forward. He was kind of limping a little bit with that ankle, and he tried to push the ball instead of
Right now we're in field goal range.
Third and 17. AJ takes the snap. He's being rushed. He wants to throw, and he will fire it down incomplete. He got rid of it, though. That was the important thing. And now you would think they'll bring in Nick Knoll for the long field goal. Be about a 43-yard attempt.
He's out there.
Now we got into the Wells Fargo Financial Advisors Red Zone. Former Hurricane Chuck Brown will take care of all your financial planning. To find out what Chuck can do for you, visit wellsfargoadvisors.com. But then we regressed out of the red zone. All right, Nick Knoll. We're going to have to call a timeout because we don't have enough players out there. So we'll take a 30-second break with the Canes up 21-10. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. Pretty long field goal. It'll be put down at the 33. It'll be a 43-yard attempt. Ball is on the far side hash mark, the opposite hash mark that Knoll kicked the game winner last week in Palmetto. Zink, the snapper. Price puts down the hold. Knoll gets it up, and it is no good. No good. Just a little bit off to the right.
He had plenty of leg.
A little off to the right. That didn't look like great execution. You know, it looked like just, I don't know, the snap and the hold just not perfect.
That's so strange because Zink is so good at that, but it was low. It wasn't high, it was low.
So, Lincoln dodges a bullet there, and they will drive start on their own 20. 2:19 to go in the third quarter. Manatee leads 21-10. Back on offense now. Lincoln, a little draw play to Diamond Haynes. Not much there as Garrett Ware on the stop. It's going to be maybe a yard loss. We'll put it down at the 19, second and 11.
You need to go for that football.
Canes with a 21-10 lead.
Oh.
Manatee jumps off again.
That's number 92nd time doing that and hitting the center. They're liable to call a personal foul on him the way he's doing it. He's just
trying to anticipate the snap count, but not doing a very good job of it. Second down now and 6 after the 5-yard penalty. Clock rolling down to 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Brim out of the gun. Brim sets up the throw. Now he's running out of the pocket and he will go down. Malik Mills. Mills with the sack. He'll lose a yard, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Trojans. Huge 3rd down here. They quickly line up again. Brim out of the gun. Long count now. He will look over to the sideline.
Watch that quarterback running. That's how they got us last time.
3rd and 6. Brim takes the snap. Here come the Canes. He flares it out to the 25, to the 30, to the 35-yard line. That's a 1st down. Trayvon Rumpf and Peyton Rozier on the stop, but not before Kevon Williams gets the 1st down. Well, you know, the quarterback's doing a good job because he's just throwing it where the Manatee players are coming from. He's picking up that blitz, and he just flared it out to Williams for the 1st down. So they keep the drive alive. 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. 21-10 Canes. 40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Brim again looking over to the sideline to get the play. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Brim now will go down. There's a flag on the play. Could be a face mask where it was thrown. Because I saw kind of a head twist around there. Malik Mills and Matt Mackey in there, but we're going to wait on the referee. Face mask against the Canes. So that'll cost Manatee 15. So a sack turns into a 15-yard gain. So really, you're talking about 20 yards there because he was going to lose 5. So it'll be a 1st down and 10. The ball now out at the 48-yard line. Lincoln just hanging around.
Dangerous.
20 seconds to go in the quarter. (21-10) Canes. Now we're down to 12 seconds to go. And a little handoff, no gain on the play for Houston, and Gonzalez on the stop. That's the final play of the 3rd quarter. Manatee leads 21-10. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC. Joe Cadan Field at Hawkins Stadium, final 12 minutes. Manatee leads 21-10. Lincoln has the football. 2nd down and 10. Line of scrimmage is their own 46-yard line. Brim out of the gun. Wants to set up a little screen play. It's incomplete as the Manatee player right there, Jacob Main, to break it up. Even if he caught it, it would have been a loss on the play, as Main read that play beautifully. So another huge 3rd down here for Lincoln.
And the Canes.
Manatee trying to improve to 2-1. Lincoln trying to win for the first time this year. Chris Brim takes the snap. He looks, he pumps. Now he fires over the middle. It's caught at the 40 for a 1st down. Receiver gets to the 39 before he's brought down by Rumpf. Boy, that was a beautiful throw right over the middle, and that time Fred Daughtry hung on to it. First and 10. Too much time for Brim. He pump faked about 3 times. This time Brim gets it in, and there's a long gain to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. It's going to be a touchdown for Diamond Haynes. A quick hitter up the middle for 39 yards. Just like that, it's 21-16. Boy, Manatee has had chances to put this team away.
You can't let them hang around, like you said. You just can't let them hang around. It happens every time.
Diamond Haynes. Well, that was a gem of a run for that young man, and it's now a 5-point game. Clark try to cut it to 4. Khalil Clark. Still 11:36 to go in our game. Kick is up and good. We'll keep it right here. And we're going to have a barn burner from Joe Cadan Field at Hawkins Stadium. One of our sponsors for Manatee Hurricane Football, Countrywide HR. Countrywide HR, we run your office, you run your business. Countrywide HR, the proud sponsor of Hurricane Hotline each and every Tuesday night. Also, Harbor Community Bank. Banking the way it used to be. Harbor Community Bank, locations on Manatee Avenue, 2800 block, also in Palmetto and Sarasota. Harbor Community Bank. One of our sponsors, Basil's Chicken and Ribs. Visit Basil's this weekend for the very best in grilled chicken. Man, they just flame broil that, and it is outstanding. Try their ribs also. Basil's Chicken and Ribs. If you're in for a car wash this week, head to American Car Care Center for the ultimate wash. American Car Care sacks the competition. You know where they're located, right across from Bell's on Manatee Avenue. American Car Care. All right, we need some offense now, ladies and gentlemen. Close enough, 21-17. Khalil Clark will kick off. Let's see if KP can get a return. Nope, over his head.
And he kicks it so high in the air, you know, that they got time to be down there. They're going to be right on him.
Yeah, that young man is a senior. He's got a good leg for sure.
And that takes an offensive play away from us. And, you know, that's we've always said it helps us. It's really helping them tonight.
Well, now you've got to sustain a drive here.
Yeah, but we got to see how AJ is. Has he tightened up or, you know, with that ankle? And I mean, he was running so well, you hate to see that happen.
Cole Giovanni operates out of the shotgun. Let's get Cavius Price involved in this offense. AJ wants to throw, pump fakes. Now he'll throw long, and it's picked off at the 40-yard line. Back to the 35, to the 30, dancing to the 25. There'll be a flag on the play. Hopefully that'll be a block in the back.
Should be. There's definitely a block in the back.
Well, I'll tell you what Cole Giovanni did. He's been overthrowing that all night long. He takes something off of his throw and underthrows it, and it was picked.
Yeah, but they set us up on that pretty well, where the safety has been coming down all night, and he just stayed back, and you know, the defensive back covering the receiver had been burned, and the safety was right there.
So, that's not good. Penalty is against the Trojans, but they'll still have great field position at the Manatee 34-yard line. Their fans are fired up.
They ought to be.
They get another turnover. And they just scored a touchdown on a 39-yard run from Diamond Haynes. Haynes lines up as the setback. Brim, the running back, 2 receivers to either side. Brim wants to throw. He's trying to get to the outside. Mackey had him, but he let him go, and he's dragged down at the 35. Back to the line of scrimmage. Tony Collins on the stop.
Slowed him up enough, though. They got some help.
Brim's a pretty strong young man, 6 foot 190. Only a junior. Good-looking quarterback. It'll be second down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 34-yard line. 10:54 in our game. As Brim is running to the right, he's got a lot of room. We're going to have a hold as Brim is brought down. And he fumbled the ball. Let's see if the Canes get it. Manatee's got the football on the far sideline. So you're going to decline that penalty. It's holding against Lincoln, and obviously you decline it. And Manatee's going to have the ball. Emilio Gonzalez was over there. Did he get it, Joey? He knocked it loose. Maine, I think, picked it up. Wow.
Yeah, and that was great where that ball was, the quarterback could have just run right out of bounds. We tried to cut it back up. We stripped it, and then the ball just stopped in bounds where they haven't been stopping for us like that, and two of our guys jumped right on it.
So turnovers for both teams. Manatee gets it back here. 10:44 to go in our game. Canes lead 21-17. AJ sends three receivers to the right, one to the left. Lorenz Allen's had a big game tonight. He's the lone setback. And Allen gets it this time. The hole closes up in a hurry. No gain on the play.
Yeah, we can't go conservative here, guys. We got to keep playing our game, and I mean, I don't think AJ's hurt that bad. We just got to get him into the rhythm and try to get Price on the outside and get the ball in his hands and let him break one.
Ball is going to be spotted just shy of the 30. We'll call it 2nd and 9. AJ out of the shotgun. Need a big play from the offense. AJ takes the snap. He throws down. It's almost picked again. He threw into double coverage to Carter on the far side.
That was a bad choice right there. Fortunately, it was high.
This Lincoln defense all of a sudden is really toughened up. Now we're facing a 3rd and 9. 10:08 to go in our game. Canes holding on to a precarious 21-17 lead.
Need a big catch here. Where's Carter?
Carter is split to the left. Pollock, Milton, and Price to the right. And he throws it to Carter. Carter catches it but does not have enough for the first down. Down at the 36-yard line, he'll be shy about 3 yards, and Manatee will have to bring Nick Knoll in to punt. So you get the turnover, but you can't sustain a drive. Look at this Lincoln defense has really played well in the second half. Manatee's defense has played well the entire game.
Well, offense has been flat, though.
Yeah, we were very flat, Eddie. I was just thinking that. Even the defense is starting to look a little bit tired.
Nick Knoll to punt. Knoll, kind of a low punt, but it's a boomer, and it takes the man back all the way to the 15, to the 20, to the 30, breaks a tackle and goes down at the 37-yard line. Good special teams play by Stanley Albrecht.
There's going to be, I believe, a block in the back on Lincoln. So I think it'll go back from there.
Yeah, see that flag now. Way across the field at the 42.
I was actually talking to Coach Booth about pulling somebody down, or a mouthpiece.
All right, let's see what it is. It's going to be against the Lincoln Trojans.
I think it's holding. Looked like he gave a signal holding.
9:28 to go in the game. Again, it's 21-17. Manatee leads Lincoln.
Pushing the back.
Has the football, but they're going to have to drive start now from about, I believe, the 25, 26-yard line, where they had it out across the 35. But a block in the back causes them to go backwards, and it's 1st and 10 for the Trojans from their own 26.
Now this is where we need a turnover.
We just got one.
I know, I mean, we got to have another one.
Chris Brim, the junior quarterback, sends 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Diamond Haynes in the backfield. Brim wants to throw. He lofts it down, incomplete. Go pattern on the far side. Good coverage over there.
Yeah, and he had to throw it quick too, Dave. We were right on him.
And he threw it quick, and it was out of bounds. Even if the guy could have got to it, it was about 2 yards out of bounds. And Sir Williams was running step for step with the receiver.
Canes trying to get win number 2 of the season. 9:24 away from that. 2nd and 10. Brim looks over to the sideline. The band whooping it up. Brim takes the snap, stands in the pocket, and now he'll run out of the pocket, has some room to the 30, to the 35, to the 40-yard line. You know, we are just crashing, and we're too tight. Garrett Ware on the stop, but everybody's inside, and he's just popping it to the outside every time. So that's a first down. Chris Brim, nice scramble. But again, Brim now wants to throw. He fires it down. It's dropped, incomplete. That was just out in the flat at the 42. So it'll be 2nd and 10. You got to think the defense getting a little winded too, especially the front.
The defense played a lot 7 nights ago, and I think that, you know, they don't have the same emotion that we had against Palmetto, and they've got to get that emotion back now.
2nd and 10. Lincoln has the football on their own 41. Chris Brim gets the play call from the sidelines. Ball on the near side hash mark. They're driving right to left. Little draw play, and the player is dragged down at the 41 by Malik Mills. Diamond Haynes on the carry. So, 3rd down and 9.
They've converted a lot of 3rd downs tonight. That's killing us.
3rd and 9, ball just over the 41-yard line of Lincoln.
Got to keep that quarterback inside.
8:37 to go in the game. Canes lead 21-17. Brim out of the gun. He takes the snap. He stands. He's got a lot of time. He throws it wide open receiver, and it's dropped.
Oh, goodness.
It's dropped at the 20-yard line. The receiver dropped it. He got spun around, and he couldn't hold on to it. That was Will Farmer.
He got turned around, like you said, then he couldn't get where he was.
Well, we're very fortunate.
We were very blessed on that.
I don't know how we didn't get to the quarterback. We were all around him, and he somehow stood tall in the pocket, fired it down, but his receiver got turned around. Now Khalil Clark will come in to punt.
Might watch something tricky here.
4th down and 9. As Clark gets his left foot into it. Milton watches it sail all the way back into the end zone. This kid has a strong leg. Man, yeah, I mean, our return game has been negated for the most part tonight by Khalil Clark, both on his kicks and his punts.
That's what we usually do to everybody else.
Okay, offense, you've got another chance. You know, you get a score here, you feel pretty darn good. 8:14 to go in the game. 21-17, Canes holding on to the lead. 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line, driving left to right on your radio dial. AJ with a reverse to Price. Price trying to get to the outside. He's got a little room to the 25, to the 30. There goes KP. KP to the 40. KP to the 45. KP sidesteps a man at midfield. Still on his feet to the 45-yard line. KP is in Lincoln territory. An electrifying 35-yard run. 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes.
Well, they got to get the ball with that man right there, guys.
Well, that was definitely one of our best plays of the game. What a run. Our best plays of the game brought to you by Manatee Memorial Hospital's Emergency Services. Manatee Memorial has you covered 24/7. Paula Giovanni will give off to Lorenz Allen, trying to get to the outside, but he's dropped back at the 50, and there's a flag. Not a hold, but man, you're going to hold. They're going to decline that, of course. Why would you take it? Take the play, right? They're going to put it down at the 48. Yeah, it's declined.
When Lorenz does that sweep, sometimes he goes back to try to get on the outside, and he's not quick enough.
Against this Lincoln team, they've got some defensive players that are stepping up at the right time and shooting gaps and still have that fresh ability to go straight at it like the linebacker did there. And like you said, Eddie, he just doesn't have that quickness on that play.
2nd and 13. They put it down at the 48 of Lincoln. AJ out of the gun, takes the snap. He's got a lot of time. He wants to throw long. He fires it down there, and it's incomplete, and there's a flag on the play. That's just a bad call. It's going to be on Lincoln, but that's just a bad call.
Well, we need one. We need one
yeah,
right now.
I mean, let's call it like it is. I mean, the defensive back is just running right along, and he's so tall that.
Well, it wasn't catchable, I don't think.
Well, he just had great position. The DB did. I mean, I thought, I don't know.
It may be that he held him that we couldn't see.
Yeah, but from my angle, KP was trying to get to the ball, and the defensive back was not trying to make any effort. And KP did a good job at kind of going through the guy, and that's what the backside official saw that threw the flag. And we've had enough of those called against us over the years. I'll take one.
We'll take it, Gene. But man, the defensive player's just running along with great position. And yeah, he had, it was like almost like a block out in basketball. But again, yeah, we'll take it, no doubt about it. And that's why we've seen that called against us so much. Sometimes you just chuck it upfield or downfield, whatever, you know, and hope for a flag, and that's what happened.
Well, we ran like a wheel route where we had our Milton come back and KP kind of curve around and go, and they covered it well. I mean, Lincoln's doing a great defensive job against us now. And, I mean, you've taken away the threat of A.J. running with his ankle, and, you know, he may have to try to still do that and tough it out.
And the DB back on coverage is 6'3". And he had good coverage on KP, a speedster. But he interfered with him. You can't do that. He pushed him. He held him.
Shame
he
on
grabbed
him.
him.
Shame on him.
He did
Let's look at the replay.
It's broken.
All right, Canes have the football 1st and 10. I don't know what the holdup here is. They're trying to figure out where the football should be put down. They've got it at the 38. That looks good to me. Make that the 33 of the Trojans. 1st and 10 from the 33. Cola Giovanni out of the gun. AJ wants to throw, lofts it down. It's caught for a short gain on the near side. Very short gain. Lorenz Allen out of the backfield for a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. So it's at the 32 now. To kick a field goal, you'd like to get about 5, 6, 7 more yards, but you want the touchdown here to put it the lead. They'd have to score twice. If you get the field goal, it's only a 7-point lead. 2nd and long. AJ out of the gun. Play clock down to 4 seconds. Here comes Price. They fake it to Price. AJ wants to throw. He's being harassed. You know, he's going to get called for intentional grounding, which that's a good call.
That's a loss of down, too, isn't it?
Yes. Now, all of a sudden, Lincoln is putting all sorts of pressure on AJ. And he had nowhere to go with it.
He wasn't strong enough to throw it. But we had a receivers downfield, but nobody came back when the pressure got up there.
Boy, that is costly. Back at the 48-yard line now. It's 3rd, and they need to get to Anna Maria Island to get the first in.
About right.
3rd and 23, maybe? I'm just guessing. Line of scrimmage, the 48. Manatee needs to get to the 23 to get the first down. AJ will pitch back to Lorenz Allen. Allen slides to the 47, a pickup of a yard.
That was a terrible call. I'm sorry. On 3rd down and to Anna Maria, and we do a pitch to Lorenz, who's not our fastest kid on the team. It was not a good call.
So 4th down, and Nick Knoll will punt again. There's 6 minutes to go in the game, and we're going to give the ball back to Lincoln. No scoring here in the second half except Lincoln's touchdown. No scoring for the Canes. It was 21-10 at half. Now it's 21-17. Boy, Manatee looked like had a drive going. Nick Knoll, very, very high punt. Maybe they can muff a punt. And they do. They drop it. It's right there for the taking, and they pick it back up.
Yeah, they lost a lot of yards, too.
Wow. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 10. They dropped it like we did last week at Palmetto, but we didn't pick it up. We pick it up there, and that's essentially the ball game. So they are deep in their own territory. They're going to put it down at the 9. Manatee on defense again. We've got a timeout on the field. Manatee leads 21-17. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. Three to go in our game, 21-17. Manatee leads. Lincoln has the football, 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line, driving right to left. Their quarterback is junior Chris Brim. 2 receivers to the right now. Receiver goes in motion, and the give off is to their running back, Diamond. He breaks a tackle to the 25, to the 30. He's still on his feet. Across the 35 to the 37-yard line goes Diamond Haynes.
Big gain.
Wow. Just when they had the ball
Deep.
at the 9-yard line, they break a run and get it to the 38. 29-yard pickup. Brim out of the gun. Receiver in motion, left to right. Brim now wants to throw. Here come the Canes. He floats it down. Has a receiver wide open at the 40, to the 30, to the 20, all the way inside the 20-yard line. And they are making it look easy now.
I was going to say they're making us look really bad right now on that play.
So it's 1st down and 10 for Lincoln with the ball inside the 20-yard line. 5:12 to go in our game. Manatee leads, but Lincoln threatening. 21-17 Canes. Can you get another turnover here?
No, we're going to jump offside again. Same guy, isn't it? Yes, the same player.
So that's going to be 5 yards offsides against Manatee, and it's 1st down and 5 now. 21-17, Manatee leads. Defense gonna have to come up with some big plays here. 1st and 5, Brim looks over to the sideline. This young man can really chuck the ball. He's a pretty good runner also. Lone setback is Ethan Houston. Fake to Houston. Brim wants to throw. Fires it down. It's dropped. Boy, he's had a lot of drop balls tonight.
That's the only thing that's kept it close.
That was Williams who dropped it in the flat. So it's 2nd and 5. Well, they're in 4-down territory because they trail by 4. Field goal does them no good whatsoever. 4:47 to go.
No, they're going to grind it out down here, guys.
Ball is at the 11-yard line. Brim takes the snap. He wants to throw. He lofts it down to the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown, and Tallahassee Lincoln has the lead. It's an 11-yard touchdown pass, and the Trojans now lead 23-21. Wow. Fred Daughtry caught it. He had a couple drops earlier in the game, but he was wide open, and he held on to it. And it's 23-21. 4:43 to go in the football game. Well, it looked like Manatee could get some space and make this a couple touchdown win tonight, but now they trail by 3. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. with Eddie Newlock, Gene Brown down on the sidelines. Our spotter tonight, Joey Cucci. This is Dave Bristow. Lincoln has just grabbed the lead away from Manatee. 24-21, 4:43 to go in our game. Khalil Clark kicking off for Lincoln. Very high kick that goes into the end zone.
You got a leg, buddy. You're
now
right.
Manatee will drive start from their 20, and that costs Manatee 15, 20 yards. Well, the Canes going to have to come from behind again. They did it last week. Can they do it again? Kind of a stunned sideline over there because Manatee had control of this football game throughout most of the game.
The difference is this week, a field goal won't win it.
Cola Giovanni out of the shotgun. Manatee drive starting from their own 20. AJ wants to throw, fires it down. It's incomplete. Ball knocked down at the line of scrimmage. They're getting penetration now. And AJ threw that ball right into the defensive lineman's hands. He just knocked it down to the ground. Got to get some first downs here. You certainly can't turn it over on a 3-and-out situation here. Got to get KP Price involved. Price is in a slot to the right. AJ out of the gun. Takes the snap. AJ flares it out. It's incomplete.
Terrible.
Boy, the offense has just not
Threw
looked good in the second half.
Threw the ball right almost into the ground.
First half we looked good. So it's 3rd and 10, and Lincoln is smelling a victory. They haven't won this year. .436 to go. Canes need 10 to keep the drive alive. Carter's been relatively quiet tonight. 2 receivers either side. 3rd and 10. Boy, they're going to come after AJ. Quick throw to Carter. Carter grabs it, but he's dropped immediately at the 23-yard line. That was a 3-yard route, and you needed 10.
I mean, honestly, that's a very fair observation. Why would you run a 3-yard route when you need 10? I'm confused on that kind of stuff. Now we got to give it back.
Nick Knoll on to punt, and the clock is rolling. 4 minutes to go in our game. Manatee trails 24-21. Manatee, again, controlled this game for the most part. Led it half 21-10, but 2 touchdowns here in the second half has put Lincoln up. Nick Knoll with a driving spiral that is grabbed at the 35. There's a flag right away as the punt returner gets it to the 50. He's going to go all the way, but it's going to come back. It's going to come back, and everybody knows it. So they will start back at about the 20, inside the 30, maybe the 28-yard line. Penalty against Lincoln, so Manatee's defense is going to have to hold in a hurry and get the ball back. Only 3:36 to go in the game. There you hear the boos below us, but that was, I mean, it was called right away. So it'll be inside the 30. They threw it at the 39. It'll be 1st and 10 back at the 29. It'll be interesting, Gene, to see what Lincoln does here. Are they going to try to kill the clock, or are they going to keep going airborne?
Yeah, but as much as we controlled in the first half, offensively and defensively, we can't do anything in this half. They get big chunks of yards up the middle on us, and it's hurting. But I think they'll try to delay as much as they can, and we only have 2 timeouts left.
Chris Brim, the quarterback.
They took a timeout.
Lincoln calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here. 3:36 to go in the game, and Manatee needs another dramatic comeback here.
They need the ball first.
It's 24-21. Now, a field goal still, of course, would tie the game if you can get it back. And what you need here is what we needed last week, a 3-and-out. It's about 10 yards further upfield than it was last week. Palmetto started on about the 20, I believe, and then they got a 6-yard pickup to the 26. Then they ended up losing a couple yards, so they punted away on 4th down because they fumbled the snap on 3rd down. Manatee got it back with over a minute to go. You know the rest. They went down and kicked the field goal. Well, a field goal here would tie it. And, hey, about now, I'd take that, right?
I would too. Give us another chance.
First things first, you have to get the ball back. And it seems to me that Tallahassee Lincoln has won the game in the trenches in the second half. Let's see if that will change right now. Brim, the quarterback. 3:36 to go in our game. Lincoln leads by 3. Diamond Haynes is the running back. He's had a big night. The blocking back is Kevon Williams.
Be Diamond again.
Haynes gets it, and he breaks a tackle and then is dragged down at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and Manatee calls a quick TO. Kissel on the stop. They're going to mark it at the 29-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. So, okay, that was good. Now you got to do the same thing. Call another quick timeout. Then that'll do it for your timeouts. Then you'll get the ball back with about 2:40 or so to go. And that's plenty of time, but the problem is the offense hasn't generated any offense.
Well, we've sputtered since A.J. Hurt his ankle early on, and that's just what's made the difference.
Because that was a big part of the offense, was
right.
A.J. running the ball.
Tonight, and we were clicking, and then all of a sudden we're not clicking, and Lincoln's clicking.
Maybe throw KP back in the Wildcat. That may be something you have to do here. First things first again, you got to get the ball back. Don't get the ball back, doesn't matter. All right, 2nd down and 10. Brim out of the gun. Brim will give off to Haynes again, and Haynes is dropped after a 2-yard pickup at the 31-yard line. And Manatee may let the clock go. Yeah, they're going to let it go, thinking that just maybe they'll go airborne here, which would kill the clock. They wouldn't have to waste a timeout. So it's 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8. Now we're down to 2:55 to go. 2:50 to go. Gene, do you keep it on the ground here?
I do, because I think with the way Lincoln's been punting, they think they can get a good punt off and have some extra room.
Brim is trying to, well, now they're going to call a timeout because the play clock was down to like 1. And the coach for Tallahassee Lincoln calls the timeout. So we'll take a timeout. 24-21, Lincoln leads, 2:41 to go in our game. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC. Go in our game. Lincoln leads Manatee 24-21. It's 3rd down and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 32 of Lincoln. Trojans driving right to left. Manatee needs another stop here. Brim in the shotgun, and they give off to the running back, who is stopped at the 35, maybe the 36, but he'll be short, and they're going to have to punt the football away. Manatee calls the quick timeout with 2:34. I said we'd get it back at 2:40, but we'll get it back at about 2:30. Emilio Gonzalez with a big hit, and it'll be 4th and 4, so they'll have to punt it away, you think. Of course, they wouldn't do anything crazy here, would they? So they played it rather conservatively and tried to run the ball, and Manatee's defense comes up big. problem is this kid is a great punter. Could you get your first block of the year here, Gene?
We've been coming close, but we don't have, if we try to block it and obviously rough the punter, then we have no chance.
Yeah, so set up a return, let Tariq take it about 70 yards. He'll probably have to go 80 to 90 yards, though, the way this guy punts. Here we go. Khalil Clark, line of scrimmage, the 36. Clark stands at about the 24. He'll punt it from about the 25. Tariq Milton back deep for the Canes. Snap is a little low. Canes setting up the return. That's not quite as good a kick. Milton muffs the punt. Now he picks it up, and he's smacked, but he gets it back to the 30. Wow. He bobbled it because that was a knuckleball. It wasn't high like most of Clark's kicks have been tonight. Consequently, we have decent field position. Not great, but decent. All right, Canes have 2:26 to go. No timeouts. And we need a touchdown to win, a field goal to tie. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. AJ, now we send, well, the running back is Lorenz Allen. He lines right up by AJ. It's fired out, it's caught by Carter, but again, that's like a 2-yard gain, and it keeps the clock going. Give him maybe 3, maybe 4, but they're going to put it down at the 34. Call it 2nd and 6. Clock rolling, 2:06 to go. Maybe we're setting up a long deep ball. A little quick out to Price. Price grabs it at the 42, and he breaks a tackle and gets to the 43. That's a first down. That'll stop the clock with 1:56. Boy, KP broke a couple of tackles. The ref was ready to call the ball dead. Manatee needs to get right up on the ball. As soon as he whistles it, starts the clock. There he goes, 150. AJ gets the snap. AJ rolling. He needs to get rid of the ball. He throws it deep out, incomplete as he goes down. He is just really laboring with that ankle right now. You can tell. Somehow, we have to get the ball in the hands of Kavius Price, Gene.
Yeah, and when you look at when they put 3 receivers to this side, they're putting 2 men on Kavius, a front man and a deep man. When he's one-on-one on the other side, he's open. But this tonight, I mean, this team for Lincoln is fresher on defense. For last week, Palmetto, because they have players going both ways, was exhausted. So right now, we're the tired team, and Lincoln's the fresh team.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 10. AJ takes the snap. He's setting up a little screen, and it's grabbed by Milton. Milton to the 50. Milton breaks a tackle and gets into Lincoln territory to the 49-yard line. The clock is rolling, 1:33 to go. It's going to be 3rd down and short. 3rd and 3. Canes back to the line of scrimmage, 1:25 to go. AJ takes the snap. He throws it down. It's complete to Milton, and they'll stop the clock for the first down. Milton gets it to the 44. I guess did he get out of bounds?
No, he fell out, and the guy started to call it but didn't.
All right, but it stops the clock for the first down, 1:19 to go. Now they start it back. Again, ball at the 44 of Lincoln. AJ takes the snap. Just take your time. It's fired down. It's complete to Price. Price has it at the 35. He trips right there. Clock still rolling, 1:05. Manatee needs to get up to the... We have no timeouts left. 2nd down and 1. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 55 seconds to go. Ball's on the 35. AJ fires it down. It's complete to Price. Price will get out of bounds, right, Gene, on the far side?
Yeah,
That'll stop
the
it.
defensive back was on him, and he stepped out of the tackle and got out of bounds, and the first down.
That's the
that
first
was huge
down.
there. So we still have time here, and I mean,
Well,
this
Lincoln's
seems
gonna
to be
call a
our
timeout,
offense when we
Gene.
going fast. So let's get a touchdown here and run the clock out.
Lincoln's going to call a timeout. That's probably a good timeout by them, right?
Yeah, I think it's a good timeout because they realized we were in a rhythm, and they're not. And Lincoln now looks a little tired. Our offense looks like it got a giddy up in the step.
48 seconds to go. 24-21. Lincoln leads the Canes. Manatee has the football at the Lincoln 29. If you're wondering, field goal range for Nick Knoll. You'd like to get about 5 more yards, but let's just get a touchdown and end it. Another thing you have to think about, you have no timeouts in your hip pocket.
Right.
So it's a situation where you got to watch yourself. You got to know the down. And if
Yeah, but at least with the first down, we have where we can kill the ball if we have to.
Right. And there's still plenty of time. You don't have to worry about that yet. 48 seconds. Cola Giovanni is running this 2-minute offense really well, just like he did last week. 2 receivers either side, first down and 10 for the Canes. From the 29 of Lincoln, A.J. takes the snap. He's got time. He floats it downfield. He overthrows Milton. Oh, man, he was wide open. Tariq Milton at about the 12-yard line on the far side. And he just floated it over his head. So it's second down and 10. Boy, Milton somehow got in between the defenders. Milton's got a really, he looks good tonight. He looks healthy. He is split to the near side. Second and 10. A.J. will run the option. He pitches back. The ball is loose. I think it goes out of bounds. At about the 30-yard line, maybe the 29. They ran the option play, but the ball just went out of bounds. Where they're going to lose, where are they going to put it down at, Gene? Right back at the line.
They're calling it actually incomplete because he shovel passed it forward.
Okay. Well, that's a good
So
break.
it's actually incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 10. Well, I'm not real crazy about trying a 46-yard field goal from here. We need to get some yards here. Even if you get 5 or 6 and don't get the first down. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 3rd and 10. A.J. takes the snap. A.J. wants to throw. And now he's dancing. And now he'll run the football. And he is down to about the 26-yard line.
Got to get the field goal team in. Not yet.
Yeah, but they threw a flag. I don't know what the flag's going to be on this sidelines.
Yeah, you got to get Nick Knoll in there ready to go. Because, a face mask. Wow. Oh, it's only a 5-yard face mask, though.
You sure? Is that what he said?
Yeah, but it repeats 3rd down.
Yeah, it's 3rd down and 2. No, it looks like he's going to spike it. He's up under center. Why would you spike it here? 3rd and 2. Why we spiked the ball? Why are we doing that?
Why?
I think that they thought that, we wouldn't have had, if we wouldn't have got the first down, I mean, the only thing I can think is if we don't get the first down, then the game's, we got to rush in and get it.
He had plenty of time.
But maybe you just throw an out pass to get to like the 10-yard line. Yeah. I think that was kind of.
We played for the field goal is what we did.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the ball is pretty close to where it was last week. It's the 21, so it'll be a little longer than last week. It will be a 38-yard attempt. Ball is on the far side hash mark. This is for the tie. Not for the win, for the tie. This will be a 38-yard attempt by Nick Knoll. Cavius Price, the holder. Snap a little high. Price gets it down. Knoll kicks it up, and it is no good. No good. So Manatee is going to lose this game.
Wide left.
Boy, what a night. He missed 2 field goals. We overthrew passes. I mean, it was a strange night, guys.
Well, I just don't. That was just bad.
Bad.
That just wasn't good. You got 3rd and 2, and why don't you go for a first down?
Or go for the touchdown.
That's what I don't understand. That was just strange.
Why are the refs still out there?
I mean, a 38-yard field goal, that's a long field goal.
Oh, of course, they got the ball back, but I thought the clock had just.
Both of the field goals had plenty of leg. They were just, one was wide right, one was wide left. But 3rd and 2, that's going to be a learning experience for our coach. 3rd and 2, you go out there, the clock stopped from the penalty, you run a play, and you run a pass play, down and out, try to get a first down and get you another play or 2. So
that's going to be the game. So Manatee's going to lose 24-21, and we will be back to wrap it up. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.